So for those listening, this is kind of an interesting time. This upcoming next week or so is going to be very crucial. So Monday marks 69 days since Elon first posted if Tesla should accept Dogecoin. So it'll be 69 days come Monday. Now, why is that significant? Well, one, it's 69 days, which is typically funny for Tesla or Elon to do something like that. But also, the following Monday is Tesla's earnings report, which we keep talking about. If they have Doge on their books at Tesla, we will find out in a week from Monday. So these are all very significant events. All these things might be playing out, and the market might be reacting accordingly right now, which this run-up we're seeing right now could be just the start of what a few other people, I've been talking to some other prominent YouTubers, I think you know who, and a lot of people think this is the beginning of what was we had an abbreviated bull run. This bull run is just getting started, and this might be the catalyst to set it off.
Yeah, this might be the catalyst to set it off. Really, really well stated there, Nick. Getting to that, right? I have spoke in, and as well as a few others in the Doge scene that make content of a possibility anyway of moving into a crypto winter. And Ross Nickel was speaking about it last night as well. And the only reason why I mentioned this as a possibility, because I do think it's a possibility. I will say I think it's a lower possibility, maybe like a 30% possibility if I had to put a number on it. But nevertheless, I do think it's responsible for me to at least mention it as one for my audience. That being said, I put a tweet out about this earlier about I think it's important to, if you get too discouraged, when you look at the totality of the cycle of not just Dogecoin, but of cryptocurrency, it moves and it breathes with some real ebb and flows, like real big ebb and flows. But the good news is when the bull runs come back up, they are more vibrant, rocketeering, and defying most any even analysts' expectations when it does happen, right? So this is a game of patience, right? If there wasn't things like patience and tenacity involved, everybody would be millionaires, right? But as you well know, Nick, more than anybody, could you maybe extrapolate on that?
Yeah, so I mean, we've seen these cycles. Well, I've seen these cycles play out for years and years now.
Yes.
I chose not to participate in it for 7 years. And, this is typical of the crypto market where every 2 to 3 years we'll have this big bull run, and then everything will go right back down to where, kind of around where it was when it started. And this is not what we're seeing in this cycle. This cycle is so weird, Steven. The price action is weird. The market is weird. Everything is weird. If crypto winter was set in, the market would be already way down. The whole market, everything would be back, way down.
Right.
We're in this weird limbo zone right now where things could pop back off again. And, we could see a massive second spike, or it could just continue to go sideways for 2 years. It's just kind of, it's hard to quantify at the moment because so much stuff is going on, not just we look at Doge and we think, oh, the world is only Doge. It's the whole crypto landscape as a whole. I mean, everything that's gone on with China, the miners moving their equipment over to different countries, global hash rates being in ebb and flow. It's just a very odd time for crypto right now. But I think that I have a distinct feeling that things are brewing towards the upside. And I think, like I had said it for, I don't know, a month and a half before, but July was going to be a instrumental month for crypto as a whole. And part of that is the Tesla earnings report, and part of that is to see if we are going to break out one way or the other. And that, today might be the start of that breakout.
Yeah, I have that feeling too that there at least is an okay probability of today being the spark of that breakout. And we could be seeing this as the first opening of a new chapter in the ascendance of Dogecoin. And, obviously what we experienced a couple months ago, just watching Doge apex to a little bit over 70 cents for as brief of a period as that was. We experienced a core correction and then some. And there were several factors that went into that course correction, and I do not discounting the role that Barry still had on that, because I think he really did. But my point is, even at that, Barry cannot stop the Dogementum at this point. It's too late. It's too late to stop the Dogementum, guys. Doge is a top 10 cryptocurrency, and it's not going off that top 10 list. What do you say, Nick?
I would agree. And, part of it too, Stephen, is the fact that, I mentioned this the other night with Miles, but I truly believe that the mass adoption of being or allowing the general public to more easily purchase all cryptocurrencies, not just Doge, but like going through PayPal, you're able to buy Bitcoin now. There's so many easy ways for the average Joe to get a hold of crypto.
Yes.
It has almost solidified where we are. So at the very least, we're kind of in this holding pattern, and no one wants to make a move one way or the other. Shorts don't want to short too far down because they know that now too many people know about this. Like the cat's out of the bag. And, if you short, we talk about price manipulation, Barry Silbert, all that nonsense, but they can only short to such an extent where they're putting their own money at risk because there's enough people now who know, okay, I'm going to make a move here and buy in low and just sit on it. And, with enough people, with enough power, you do that for long enough, I mean, eventually you're going to see some new highs being made, because you're going to have to, eventually those shorts will get covered.